town. Or call +232 73 554 616 or 232 32 554 616. Michelle Group of Companies. We are the leaders.
It's a new year and your favorite show is back again with a bang. Say hello to Radio Fry's mid-morning show, The Brunch, from Mondays to Fridays, 10 a.m. till 12 midday on 97.1 FM, live on our Facebook page, Radio Fry, and on our website, www.fryfry.live. Experience and enjoy authentic, thought-provoking conversations on every reality. Share your stories and let's debate over great music and so much more wherever you are. On The Brunch, we talk about everything, and I mean everything.
Good morning and welcome to another beautiful and bright day here on Radio Fry 97.1 FM. The show where you listen to now, The Brunch. As always, we are here from Mondays to Fridays, 10 a.m. to 12 midday. And just like the advert says, we talk about everything. There's like nothing that we don't talk about. Talk about everything that's important. And today, it's just me and...
Koroma here.
Yes. And my own name is Brigitte Dalton-Sesay. And today on topic of conversation is starting a family. But we have a twist. Because it's not here to come and lecture about how you start a family. It's about the situations that lead to family. Oh, some people. We need to highlight some of like the circumstances we can bring about a child. And we all need to understand. Like, some man it can just happen.
Yeah.
Some man it actually planned.
Yeah.
For let it happen. So, but as always, before we start with the conversation, we start with the verse of the day. And the verse of the day is coming from Psalms 127:3. And it says, "Behold, children are a heritage from the Lord. The fruit of the womb is a reward." So don't think about it in a negative way, because some people do think about the fruit of the womb in a negative way. Or some people don't want it. Like, oh, I don't want to have any children. Yeah, ever. They're annoying. That's what some people say. But we also have the quote of the day as well to get us going.
The quote of the day is from Michael J. Fox, and it says, "Family is not an important thing, it is everything."
That's deep. So it's not just an important thing, it's everything. And some of us, we put so much focus on every other thing other than family. Like we put more emphasis on our jobs, trying to impress your boss, spending extra hours in the office, everything, your friends, what's going on in church, and then you don't put the focus on the family. And only when you get down the line somewhere in your life, you realize that you really didn't spend enough time and you didn't do enough for your family, whether it's your husband, your wife, or your children. So we want to help you. Like we say, it doesn't really matter what time zone you are in your life, but we want you to reconsider some of those things. And I also learned through my professional life that family is everything. Because when I spent too much time focusing on my professional life, I started, not being such a very good wife. And, I had to pull everything back and, where are my priorities? Yeah. Because at the end of the day, when you do have problems or issues, who's always going to be there? Your family is always going to be there. Your job is not going to be there. That your colleague is definitely not going to be there. But who's definitely going to be there? Your family is always going to be there. And that's why they should be your everything. And if you just joined the show, just now, The Brunch here on Radio Fry 97.1 FM. You're listening to us on the airwaves if you're on the radio. And you can also watch us and listen to us on Facebook as well. All you need to do is just type Radio Fry on Facebook and also on our website, and you can have a look at it as well at www.fryfry.live. You can listen and watch on our website as well. So we've given you, three options that you can have access to us, and we want you to enjoy the show. And if you also want to know, like, these voices I keep hearing every day, I want to see them face.
You get opportunity.
Yeah, log in, go on our Facebook so that you can have a look. And maybe you want to also know who the guest is or who, I don't know, how we say certain things. Or maybe you want to see Mary laugh, I don't know. But you should definitely join us on our Facebook Live, and you can send in comments at any time during the show, especially on Facebook under the live stream, and also on our number 088-971-971. Save that number for the second hour, because in the first hour, well, I think maybe today we'll set the conversation within 30 minutes,
yeah.
And then we'll kind of like open the phone lines so that you can also join into the conversation. So save the number for the next 30 minutes. 088-971-971 for you to be part of the conversation. You can call us, WhatsApp call us, text message, WhatsApp message, or just save the number. Maybe you want to call us later. But today's topic of discussion, like we say, is starting a family. And we're starting from the origin.
Very beginning.
Because we need to.
Yeah.
Because, we've misplaced our values. And we needed to get it back. So we're starting from the... So what do you think we mean by the origin? I just want you to think for like a couple of seconds. The origin. We're going to start the conversation on the origin, because some of us have moved way too far away from the origin. So Mary, please explain. Set the pace, I beg.
So today, as before we started, I said we have two people here. Somebody that is looking outside and somebody that is already inside.
Yeah.
So from for the origin, the very purpose, the fact that God doesn't want us to go through certain constraints because He knows what's perfect or what's best, and He made two people who are committed, who are Adam and Eve. Adam will see the baby for us to say,
he had nothing else to say.
Bones
but flesh
so
of my flesh.
He knows that this is the perfect fit for me, and. From that I tell her, I call you get a name straight, I will call you woman, because it's defined, and this doubts nor they uncertainty nor they say what are we now?
Yes.
So that's the plan of God, that two people come together, they know what they are about. They know the goals they have set together. We are going to spend our lives together. It doesn't matter what life throws at us. And we have a purpose of ending the future. It's for better and for worse till death. Because even divorce, God is against that. So in plan say this, when you don't come together, so now take go. It doesn't matter what happens along the way. There should be no excuse.
Exactly.
So that's the perfect plan of God. That's the origin of God, that two people leave their families and come together to create their own family. And it's a beautiful thing. It's the certainty for me that this particular thing we are into, we both have the same mindset, that we are going to the same direction. That they're not going to say it's just for a short while, or then they say this person is just a backup plan. But it is set. You both come together when I agree, say this, but anyhow we'll get for dual. So that's the plan of God from the very start. And waiting now with a plan, it left to we the fact that we have other ships that comes along, the fact that people are not even certain what they want, or they don't even put everything on the table. Because if you're coming together with the plan of starting a family, everything should be on the table. When are we going to start having kids? Or maybe we are just two single people coming together from courtship. When are we going to get married? And when we get married, where are we going to stay? Or the family we are going to build up? Is it maybe some people in a long distance family, even though that works as well, but maybe one person will travel and therefore. But you actually plan it. How we're going to, even though we are far apart, how we're going to deal with this? Who is going to come every month? Or because some people are not to oversee, but maybe they work offline. Where are we going to spend the weekends? So it's certain that we are going to make it work. It doesn't matter what happens. We are going to really, really put effort that this work, it doesn't fail.
Yeah, and some people will listen to you and say, and then the ideal night and so forth. But that is God's design. If you look at relationships that are thriving and that are doing well, they're aligned. The two people are aligned with each other, And you know, like last week when we were talking about alignment, it's not just about we're the same. We are completely different, but we're moving on the same path.
Frequency.
On the same frequency with each other, and we know where we're going. So yes, you might be tall, I might be short, but that doesn't matter. We're gonna keep going. And that's what we're trying to explain. So don't look at it in the surface level to say, oh, that's just ideal situation. And then if I explain, so well, my own situation not ideal that kind of way. And anyway, life not ideal that kind of way. No, God designed for it to be an ideal. I make the reason why He even started the whole world with just two people to show you that this is His design of how He wants life to look like.
Yeah, two can make it work.
Yeah. And inside that God's design, where it comes to relationship, it's about commitment.
Yeah.
And if we look at relationships nowadays, like you said, there's a lot of boats going on. Too many ships. And some people don't even start with commitment.
They don't even want to talk about it. They don't even want to talk about it. They feel like it's
that taboo thing that like let's not mention it right now. No, you should, like Mary said, lay it out on the table. Like, are the two of you committed in this relationship in the first place? Because that kind of sets part of the foundation as to like how this relationship is going to go.
Yeah.
Because it's also dampening if one person like committed, then the other person just they go no more.
Still searching.
Still shashing. You should not be searching if you're in a committed relationship. You should not be looking out.
Yeah.
And some of the things when it comes to commitment that people like to put forward is like, well, I'm not sure if I don't meet the right person. Like, this is how I did with, so like, you okay, or like everything they work well, it's fine, but I'm not sure yet if Nina the one. Well, so she's not the one or he's not the one. If you're saying that, leave that person. People
actually, I don't know if it's a notion, but they might ask if there is just one person for you in this world. If there is just one soulmate for you in this world. So they keep not meet me soulmate. So that's why they don't want to be committed. So not meet me soulmate. But how would you know?
Exactly.
That this is not even the person, because you keep, even when you meet them,
you're not patient enough. You're not patient enough to like see the person out, see the person through, learn about this person. And when you're in a relationship with somebody, it's not about just all the great things.
Yeah,
you look at the holistic person, the same way that you're not perfect, and this person is able to love you. Are you able to do the same? Are you able to compromise certain things like? Or maybe the way she laughs, you don't like it, but you can work with that. Maybe you can tell her, like, instead of like when you're laughing, don't do like don't snort. Yeah, when you're laughing, like maybe she could work on that. But we choose other things.
Yeah.
And so if you're not settled and you have not made up your mind, then there's always going to be a question of commitment.
Yeah.
So the moment you start questioning, like, is this person really for me? That means the person is not
for you.
And so you shouldn't be in that relationship. Moving on, like with God's design, it's about being in a safe and loving environment. When you want to bring a child into the world, that aspect of safety is important on both sides. That the woman feels safe. That the husband feels safe, and that when a child comes in, there is going to be safety for the child. I mean, as the conversation goes on, we're going to bring up other issues that might come that relates to safety, like in terms of abusive relationships, toxic relationships, relationships that are just not working. Those are not safe environments for anybody to come into. And so you have to question, is this a safe and loving environment? Love can be expressed in so many different ways. How are you expressing love with your partner? Now, for just slap her and beat her and do any kind of thing to her, no, that's not love. Genuine love, the Bible has already taught us how to love. It says, number one, first of all,
it's kind.
Down in February. We have to talk about efficiency again, because a lot of people misplace efficiency. That there's responsibility on both sides when it comes to love. This love that I'm talking about, loving environment. It says that a man should love his wife like he loves his flesh. And like Christ loved the church. I mean, say like, listen, you're willing for sacrifice
your body,
and lay you life for this woman. So like, question yourself inside this relationship where you currently get in.
Yeah.
Are you willing to? Some people like, man, I die for person.
But can you lay down your ego in the first place? Will you be patient enough to teach this individual? Because some man, that ego, they like, no, I'm the man.
Exactly.
And you have to make sure that everybody knows that you are the man.
Exactly.
But can you really let go? And
there's a lot. And also, when it comes to the woman's side as well, it tells you how to submit. Although submit is on both sides.
Yeah.
So that aspect of what I've just explained is the male version of submission. And then you have the submission from the woman being a supportive arm in the family. But when Ephesians started to explain the shared responsibility, say the two people then for submit themselves to God.
Each other, to God first,
and then now to each other. So you see, when you submit your relationship, you know, say this is not the right person for me. Then commitment comes inside, which is the submission to the two of you.
Yeah.
And then now you can move forward. Like then love is there because you understand each other. You're willing to be with this person no matter what the circumstances may be. And then we also have lifestyle changes. And, you know, when it comes to starting a family or building your family, it doesn't even have to start with a child. There has to be that aspect of lifestyle changes. Like maybe like some of the topics that we don't discuss in previous conversation. Some man don't use for Koroma. Some man don't use for go club. Some man don't use even for just dinner or do nothing, for example. Or some man don't use for be busy. Where you meet you partner and you want for be in a committed relationship, like Mary say, these are some of the things that we for don't discuss. Like in terms of your lifestyle, it compatible, it aligned with each other, and how do you realign it to the relationship that you're having, the marriage that you're having? How do you realign it? And some people are not willing to realign. They get married, and everybody's still separate agents. And so then they find the relationship very, very difficult. And so you need to realign yourself. And maybe you might need to make some changes to your lifestyle if you want to start a family. If you're used to going out, you have to reduce because you have to be emotionally and physically available for your partner. If you're somebody who's just a homebody, just stay at home and do nothing, then that also may need to change. You may need to start being a little bit more adventurous, might need to take up some initiative like, okay, babe, let's go out this weekend. Let's go out here. Let's do this with each other. Let's go for a walk. Let's not even involve money. Let's go for a walk. So things might need to change. Or maybe your partner is a very active person and you're not a very active person. So a lot of lifestyle changes may need to come on board. And then you also have open relationship. Open communication. Na mistake I make. Don't get open relationship inside a marriage. Open communication. That like some of the things that you say, like what do you want out of life? If your partner is telling you that, okay, like for now, like what do you want to focus on? And for like build up my career, like reach a stage where we are all financially stable. If una all two, not to one green person just dictate and he just walk off the relationship conversation. If una also agree, say, you know, I think it's not the right thing done day. Then sometimes the woman back will say, well, in the meantime, whilst you can build your career, me say want for to do something. Whether now na study or maybe na side business I want for do, let me self go to do something. So we're also going to work on ourselves, build the financial stability inside the home, and then when we believe we have arrived somewhere very stable, then we will consider other things like for rent house, for buy land, for bill, for get pikin now. Sometimes everybody like you get your own way how you want for sex. Some man as they marry they want the pikin and then they do other things.
Some people don't even talk about that. Some man maybe as he married the one born, whilst the other person he go say, Mom, enjoy who married first. So if we wanna go inside the relationship now, like what is the way for?
Exactly.
So all that needs to be on the table as well.
Yeah, it's very important. And we also have maintaining bond. If you don't know how to maintain the bond within your relationship, when life throws storms at you, you're not going to be able to withstand that storm, like the two of you, because you don't know how to maintain the bond when are the love, when are the initial attraction and affection, when our two being guests for ourselves throughout. And that's why, like, when married, they talk about the vow of for better, for worse. I think they should add for in good days and bad days. Because some people think that it should be happy days always, all the time, even though that side they always say for better and for worse, which means like it doesn't matter what comes at you, you remain in bond with each other. And in sickness and in health, that's another thing that people just say. But they don't actually mean it. Like the two of us could be very healthy as far as our eyes can see. Yeah. And then somewhere down the line, it could be 1 year, it could be years later, or even weeks or months. Something changes in that person's health. Is that going to change how you feel towards that person? Is the bond going to reduce? So man, like if something happened to a partner where they become dependent and physically incapable of doing certain things, they don't want to be in that relationship because they're like, me not get for can be carer, I not plan for this, not to me they can begin touch you, they begin. No, you signed up for it. That's why it was clear from they don't think about the worst thing that could happen. Exactly. Will I be in this relationship if the worst happens to my partner? Exactly. And some people they might, like, their partner might go through financial loss. Yeah. What are you gonna do with that? Some people handle it very well because they're in a very stable and loving environment, and so they're able to regroup together and say, "Okay, babe, I'm so sorry you lost your job. Right, so what we're gonna do?" Especially not the man. So what we're gonna do, and then una put heads together and una figure it out. But some people don't even have the conversation. It just becomes an automatic rollover to whoever the next person is that has the capacity or the capability to take care of the family. And that's some of the cracks that might come into the relationship, might break the relationship. And then you have an aspect of shared goals. We've already kind of mentioned that. If, like, for example, you're not the man, you the build your career, or maybe you not study it. Like, you get some woman then we're really like loving and willing to put up with years of building the guy. It should be vice versa. It's either you're doing it simultaneously, or when one person done, we're in established and stable, then the other person instead for do the same. But how many of you have shared goals like that, where you want for make sure say you partner they on the same peg as you? Like some man like no like way in woman they study or they get a well-paid job because it feel like competition day. So sometimes we can talk about relationship. I can ask a question. If you're not a man where they're in a very high status place in society, and you woman now one low key, I don't know how to explain, but when a status not match, you not even get the confidence for taking woman out. Or even for attend that meeting, that business dinner. Or anything for show you web saying that this night I'm your wife for. Some pound on the shame. But you have set that goal in your relationship. For say you want to be the God and the highest one inside the relationship, and the other one for be dong 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 dong. And so una all two goals misplaced. Whereas if una all two then at the same level, una all two then at the same level, that's a low. If you they do farming, for example, or you not market woman, you man back they do business, una they on the same level. Basically, na down there they try to stay. Or if this one they walk, this one back they walk, are they on the same level? If you they able get an intellectual conversation with your partner, means that you they on the same level. If you're not even able to get an intellectual, like a conversation where like you they source things out, like this to happen. What are your thoughts about this? And the person not able voice, it just a reserve and keep quiet. Then you're not on the same level and shared goals. And so you need that one day inside your relationship. And then the importance of family and friends. You know, when the two people come, two sets of families, they come together. And even with all the other baggages, like the friendships, the way they all two come together. And so when you want to start your own family, you will need the support of these people. So I'm saying, like, when you start your family, you busy. And then even the car will speaking inside. They also they work, but you get family members them or a particular family member we're willing for can tap to and help clean, cook, broke, so that on a relationship they still be easy and stable. So that you not go kind of you begin alapa your wife. you not do this, you not do this, you not do that. But the woman not been there. You go walk like how you go walk.
Yeah.
So how you expect her for kind of everything magically perfectly okay? Not possible. And so where una they share on our goals and look at how una get for running at home. These are some of the conversations that we get for car up. But if you not know of the committed family member or party way, not mind for dinner the host for help. Sometimes una also go consider say, okay, you know what? They will like employ somebody since we also they work. They'll employ somebody where they can help with do so. So say the picking and will come, you already don't establish that one day.
Yeah.
So man, not they do that one day. So all these things are very important with starting a family. And I make we go back for say, they'll go back to the origin.
Yeah.
When I got in design for family, it might sound ideal, but these are things that actually work.
It works.
When you're in a committed relationship and you think about, you consider all these things and you put them into action, these are all the things that work. We continue the conversation. If you just joined with us now, the brunch here on Radio Fry 97.1 FM. We'll get for there so till 12 midday. We'll get for open the phone lines in the next 20 minutes so that Una Sef will come in with Una own shared experience and thoughts on, building a family. We'll get with engagement question we'll get for ask. And the engagement question is based on societal norm and how people then consider family and relationship. We would save that one and need to talk. But earlier on, Mary will talk about ships. So I want to delve into some of them ships.
So I don't know if na ship, some of we dey part or boats.
Well, some are boats and
some are like the paddle dollars.
Oh my God.
So we don't talk about the ideal family and how it starts with people coming together, being committed to do something. And now we talk about two people as well.
It's still two people. I mean, why should you have an extra Mary?
That's another sheep. So two people coming together with no idea where they are going. Like we're not going to talk about who's how they go, who's how the relationship they go. Even after 5 years, we'll still by the same thing, the same ship. But we'll not get destination. It will just round the
float on the sea.
Of the water. So in this particular, we most salo they call it now, or all over the world they call it situationship, and it's a situation we are in, but we are not sure about the situation itself.
Yeah.
So these people come together with no defined goals. They are not sure if they are going to spend their lives together. They are not certain. They are even in doubt. But say they manage themselves no more. Say for now this they help me. Now this person they help me. And the man go say, this person is able to take care of a home. They go able like what left herself now. They also they clean. They also they book. But I'm not sure saying they married. And we have seen this so many times. And even I can take a situation that happened where we are the same. Like story building and people the person be the dong and partner and this person don't born to picking and they don't from where the man be the college, the man don't attain a particular status in life. And but this, as you say, most of the time if you go at the same frequency or we not at the same spa, most times you outgrow the person and not even get conversation and you feel like I feel like I deserve something better.
Yep.
So this happened, and the woman don't spend her whole life help the person go through school, support her, and now this big person in society, and you're not able to present the woman anywhere. So the person found possibly very suitable for a kind of status. So because this particular from the very beginning, even though the bond they can say maybe one person gets an idea, say we are going somewhere, but the other person. I'm just trying to settle down in life and find something better. So if you did at this particular situation, I feel like you need to
get
sit
off
down.
That ship.
Either you sit down and have a conversation like, where are we going? Or who's I get this girl for head to? I don't want to waste another time. I don't another year. I don't know if sometimes we are so afraid to even move out of this particular relationship and think that maybe the person will change his mind. Maybe next year it might happen, or you just wait for money. Where the person lucky, they pay money for marriage, especially in the past 5 years.
Yeah.
What else are you looking for? What you want to study again?
Yeah.
Now 4 years they say forget a degree.
You don't pass degree level, na masters you pass.
So sit down and have a conversation. Let us not be afraid to communicate our feelings or to communicate something that concerns our life and future.
Yep.
Even if picking on commodity, you can still, if the person not ready for settle down 8, you don't need to waste 10 more years. Some people do. Some people waste their whole entire life, and now they're just
hoping. You don't abop say
something might happen, and now when the person move on, you cannot, because you don't build your whole entire life around just this one person. So it's a very risky situation to be in, or even a very serious situation to get out of. But we need to take a step at some point in our lives, because it's our lives. As we said the previous episodes we are having, it's your life. You have the decision to make, and at the end of the day, either you suffer the consequences or enjoy the result that might come out of it.
And an example of a situationship, like now we on local side, now like we 2 people then they cohabit.
Yeah,
because even then the law don't try for fair way for fit
5 years
into the law, because they don't see say a lot of men and women find themselves in that situation, and situationship as now they don't coin them. And so, like you say, this woman don't born picking for them, they don't tap together how many years, and then it just grab and left. So according to the law, no. Because you have been in a committed, whether you call it committed or not, you have shown signs.
Yes, signs were shown.
You are living a committed relationship life. You are living like you're married, even though you're not, according to the law, married, but they still consider that a relationship because you have invested time into that person. And for them, the law says 5 years. So if you have
continuous cohabitation.
Yes, continuous cohabitation for 5 years. So if you have done that, whether or not you are married, according to the law, you're married. You're in a committed relationship. And so some men find that difficult when like they just up and want to leave. And then the woman wants to make a claim. But I'm not married yourself, I'm not put scholar, no. No, but you've done all the other things that are the benefits of a marriage. So you cannot now say that no, that's not the case. It's not. You're emotionally damaging the other person. And we have to understand that. And that's why we say, not allow yourself to get into a situationship. Because a situationship is undefined. You get all the benefits of a relationship. Just that you not even know side they go. Because on our two now states the commitment level for on our two. On our not definer, you know, not get labels them. And then the question of this neither the one, not to the one. If not, like, listen, what they tell you say, if you get in doubts, then like, move on. The person is not for you. The moment you find the person, those questions don't come up.
Away.
That's how some man like they meet person today, like it want married.
6 months they don't married.
Some man 1 month. No, serious.
It's true.
Around the world, some man 1 month. In a joke said because you don't want let other person can deal with this pussy way once. So if somebody can make a decision, split
in a month,
or 6 months can make that decision, why are you wasting your time with a situationship of 5 years, 10 years, 15 years? What are you like, Mary? What are you studying again? You have overstudied. You have overstudied, and now listen, you're using me.
It comes to that point.
And so like part of what they say, like, they use the person for inconvenience
until you get something.
Until it gets the person what he wants. And we don't hear a cool relationship story then like that one day. Not just from grassroots, so take time to the one day where they in the spotlight. Hey, down there, and they all two on there. But I come on, just know, you know, whoop, you don't come marry this other person. Whoop, now whoop. The relationship not be defined.
No, it not be defined. It be no say get for move.
So now one pan they don't move. And so now the other person, like you said, is left feeling hurt.
Yeah.
I've invested so many years and time into this person. Like you said, I've built my whole life around that person. How do I let go? And then that's now how you start bringing extra people into your relationship. Because if that one person don't move on, don't married, so man can say, you know, I'm not even mind for be side chick. Let's just continue. Because I don't know you for how many years. I'm not able to find other person again.
Yeah.
Now you're not the one. And inside the situationship, usually that's the case. One person is way more invested than the other person. And so like, then they find way not for rock the boat. You understand? Because they don't want to make any mistake where all of a sudden the relationship they end. Yeah. Where's the other person? He's inside the boat. They get his scope.
They watch.
They watch. But instead not they rock the boat because he want for create a stability without creating any hurt yet until he gets what he wants. So we don't want to let anybody be in a situationship. And then if you find yourself in a cycle of you're in the relationship, you're out of the relationship, you're in the relationship, you're out, then they're all in a situationship. I'm sorry. 1 year on a date, the next year and a half, the year on a date, then the other half on a date with other people there, or one person don't go with other person, they change the mind, he come back. That's a situationship. And I've experienced it like live. I don't try for talk to the person. I just explain that between the man and the woman I get the most investment inside this particular relationship. All man don't talk to him. Say, you see this guy way like you overlek. I don't think say he wants you because he they pick you up, he drop you. The moment he fem like something that he wants, he drops you like he never knew you. He they shut the lady off in a answer call. If the lady can't visit, why you can't me us?
You don't call me.
You don't call me. You know what? They put all kind force because it don't fend a new person where you want for day with in that meantime. And see how that one day they go. So in no one day you can't disturb him. When he done with that side, come back. Yeah. Now he's bored. So he come back to convenience. Well, I they cook for me, I they clean for me, I can take care of me.
And one call, the person they come back.
And you acting foolish.
I love.
I love boys, a stupid love.
Need deliverance.
It's a foolish love, I'm sorry. And it's a hurtful love.
Hurtful, yeah.
It's not a safe environment. It's a hurtful love. That in a situationship. And some of them situations then they not conducive for bring any child into. We can even talk a little bit before we open the phone line because we get for go into detail with some of the other ones. You get other situations like rushing into a relationship. Maybe you're starting off too early. You get a crush. We talk about crush the other day. All of a sudden you think that's the one.
And that's so young.
And you become so infatuated with that person, like that's the only person you think about. And then you start doing stuff you're not supposed to be doing. And a child comes in. And there are other moments where the relationship the two of you have been investing in the relationship, but it ends up being a failed relationship. And so maybe somewhere inside that relationship, a child would have already come about, or maybe the pregnancy is on the way. And then like, what do you deal with that? Now the child comes and the two of you are in zone A, the other one is zone D or Z, and they work out. The poor child get for suffer through that. So like the different situationship.
So I usually say the second scenario you made, the fact that somebody's very young and maybe because crush or so and not being guided from that very start, and then pregnancy come along. 90% of those relationships fails because one, pregnancy first get in your attitude and the other partner has no idea because in back young how to deal with those, and itself still not make sure you're not even sure say you are the one. So most times even after the child comes forth, the relationship don't fail, though, because now your insecurity is way high because you are very young and you're not even sure if the person go want you, and now jealousy, the person for come out, but the person not get better. So like now young person, you got to be adventurous, like how we all are, you got for living life. So all that insecurity, most of the relationship, not they even amount to marriage. Now maybe that happens with somebody older, but if both of you are on the same age level, it hardly works. So for maybe the beginner or the teenagers listening, please
take your time.
Take your time.
And you don't need to date everyone. Trust me. Don't. Some people think like because I have an attraction with somebody, that's what they call fatal attraction. Fatality at the end of that attraction. Because apart from the things you're going to get yourself into.
Yeah. You're
like
not even
ready. The other person is not even ready. They don't even know who they are.
They still figure out how for even raise trans. They don't even know how to get transport to lunch. How for can't take care of picking.
They don't even know where they are, and you're rushing and you're just getting into it. Listen, you see, when you're young, even when you get older, there's always going to be some people you're attracted to naturally. But just like we talk about in the other episodes, it's about you controlling your mind and yourself. Just because I see a pretty person or handsome person, it don't mean say like we will enter a relationship. And so some people then they mistake that one day to say like if I get an automatic attraction with this person,
that's what they say.
I'm a spec. They see how far. No, you can still get to know the person without or know really if they're your spec. Without getting into a relationship. You can still go out, places, dinner, but you no need for be in a relationship. Don't get into a situationship.
We'll not get dating process. So even dating process is being misconstrued because dating is to get to know the person, and I don't feel like we get dating straight.
Well, yeah, and then the dating, we have placed too many commitments and values unnecessarily on there.
Yeah.
And so, like, you date the person, then all of a sudden, when I don't begin sleep with each other, what? Like, I don't understand.
You don't even sabi the person yet.
Then you already don't get into that one day. Then now, how do you get out of that one day? It becomes difficult. And then now, when you find other person where you really attracted to, when I also get the same goal, when I then at the same level, you still there with Jack, you dip and do, I don't know
whatever.
You find them very difficult for even make a choice. Or sometimes it might be an easy choice to say, you know, I can leave Jack and go with this other person. You've hurt Jack. So trying to minimize the hurt, you don't have to date everybody.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, I talked to somebody recently when a very pretty person, very beautiful. One of them days there, I get to invite her on Radio Fry. Very beautiful. Like, if you know myself, you they call it.
If I know,
if fine. So he said like he get a man them with the approach and constantly. And in don't make up in mind, say, in the wait for the one. And when she meets the one. And so like all these other distractions when they come about, then incompetent they tell and say,
you didn't make use of find it.
Like if I been get you find it, if you know what you don't get, if you know what you don't do, with this you can't find it where you get.
Imagine.
You see all these things that we do to somebody else, we're misplacing our values. And so like if they explain, it say like man that they approach and constantly say, oh, you too uptight.
What's it for do?
Yeah, you too this, you too but relax, boy, and give me your number. He said no. If first of all, you only looking at me because of how I look, then I don't want to start there.
No.
I want somebody where they look beyond what they see and show me. And you just meeting me on the streets. Stopping your car and asking for your number is not showing me anything. And so it choose whether anyone for continue for talk to the person or not, and so man can take offense. So there are some people amongst us where they do the right thing. And whilst then they can do the right thing, others, who are some of us, the majority, they condole they make the person feel bad
for doing the right thing.
For doing the right thing or for making a good choice. And you putting ideas into the person's mind like, what you find so you for don't use and do waiting.
What exactly?
Explain to me like what? So you're putting ideas into that person's mind, and so that's how some young people rush into relationships. What you find so that but like you I for just and date and let us see how this is. When I for just go with her, other big man will like you. Are you stupid? You get boku money.
It's not me.
Yeah. You're putting ideas, and so you're leading people into situationships, rush relationships, toxic relationships, failed relationships, because they don't get time for really assess the person, and you need for take your time for assess. If you ask the one that we don't date several people. Then we'll tell you, say, like, it really takes a while to assess somebody. You can still date somebody, have fun with them, like a friend. But it don't mean, say, for amounts to something.
Yeah.
But when you really assess the person beyond their facial looks, their body looks, like what else is there, then you really get to know whether you want to spend your life with this person or not. But we'll continue with the conversation. This now Radio Fry on 97.1 FM, the show where you listen to now the brunch we get for the so till midday. We want to go on a very short commercial break. We actually don't talk beyond the time we want to open the phone lines. We want to go on a short commercial break, and when we come back, we get for open the phone lines and we get engagement question. Mary, I want to let you tell them the engagement question before we go, and then we'll talk about it small. And then I will go on a break.
So the engagement question, they say, is the future destiny of a child solely dependent on the mother?
If I could raise my eyebrows, I'll raise
that emoji.
I'll raise my eyebrow, because this is a very key question. And for some people, this is how they define their relationship.
Yeah.
This is how they define their marriage. This is how they define their home, and this is how they define their relationship.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, where pregnancy can come out of wedlock, as we all can say, then they put all emphasis now on the woman. And so if even like the man sometimes can feel, or the boy can feel like you're not ready.
Yeah.
But you the woman, you don't even get choice for saying I'm not ready.
Not ready, no.
Because now the destiny of this child, all man don't play some by you.
I need it.
Yeah. Or if you're in a committed relationship, in a marriage, and maybe it's not going as well, everything to do with the home, the destiny of that home, then they place on the woman. So we'll have to go on a short break. While you think about that one day, and when we come back, we'll have to discuss that one day, and maybe you can explain your own situationship and advise somebody with a listen on Radio Fry. Stay tuned, stay blessed.
Happy Silver Jubilee Local Commercial Bank. Bank of choice. RC Bank, we are stronger than ever.
From 1999 to 2024, we don't the present. We don't for don't grab, they don't enough. Look now we delete them. Who can commercial bank, the bank of choice number one at the country. Number one at the country. Usabi OST, sit couple day. Open account now we bank today. We get paid. Couple card, Visa card for you day to day. Management and staff, if they say you money safe, keep it go life. You go grab back where get you back.
They say family sick, they bending all the road. Not the road. They say family sick, they bend. And not the road.
From eastern to western, now we the people and defend. From Freetown to letter, if I'm taking out the pen. From Barclays Bank, now local commercial bank. Now we na master sabi, now we the top the charts. Experience it. 25 years, not to 25 days. Internet banking there. Digital banking with the top.
They say family sick, they bending all the road. Not the road.
Mama, you don't saw me clothes? Mama!
Yes.
What do you they do?
I don't saw the scratch though. I just talk about now left.
What do you mean by not saw the skirt? Momo service don't start and they keep proceeding. Give me 25 minutes, man. I just need to upload. Wait. Come on, look at time. Wait, 25 minutes. Now lights don't go. Okay, mommy, no wait, the lights don't go. So wait, my one go quick up like this junction. I might go buy Edsa to put up. Mama, give me 30. Give me 30 minutes and they can't quick.
Edsa agent on Sunday. But you not get free money.
I free money.
Give me your meter number.
Oh,
you dey pay me money back.
What do you mean? 00.
Don't let lights out affect your work. Use AfriMoney to buy top up for your Edsa meter. Dial *161 *2 *1 # now and top up your Edsa meter anytime, any day.
Ah, mommy, the lights not clear. I feel money now, magic, mommy. The mommy, you tough, mommy. You kind of there.
Mama, make look.
AfriMoney, quick and easy.
Michelle Group of Companies is reliable, competent, and trustworthy in providing quality service to its wide range of clientele. Through Michcom, we provide premium internet service, secured data connectivity, VLAN and VOI over stats and fiber to mining industries, enterprises, hospitality industries, banks. We also provide fiber to home, point-to-point, and satellite backup for Freetown and provincial regions. Through our Michelle Security Agency, called MSA for short, we provide a wide range of services that brings safety, security to our clients. Our services include Staff Guard, which also includes access and control room, customer service security, roving, mobile control, and many more. For more information, visit our head office at number 10I Samuel Lewis Road, Freetown, or call +232 73 554 616 or 232 32 554 616. Michelle Group of Companies. We are the leaders.
Mina Director Evomo, and you're listening to Radio Fred Fry 97.1 FM.
It's a new year, and your favorite show is back again with a bang. Say hello to Radio Fry's mid-morning show, The Brunch, from Mondays to Fridays, 10 a.m. till 12 midday on 97.1 FM, live on our Facebook page, Radio Fry, and on our website, www.fryfry.live. Experience and enjoy authentic, thought-provoking conversations on every reality. Share your stories and let's debate over great music and so much more wherever you are. On The Brunch, we talk about everything, and I mean everything. It's a new year, and your favorite show is back again with a bang. Say hello to Radio Fry's mid-morning show, The Brunch, from Mondays to Fridays, 10 a.m. till 12 midday on 97.1 FM, live on our Facebook page, Radio Fry, and on our website, www.fryfry.live. Experience and enjoy authentic, thought-provoking conversations on every reality. Share your stories and let's debate over great music and so much more wherever you are. On The Brunch, we talk about everything, and I mean everything.
Hello and welcome back to The Brunch Show. We're there on Radio Fry, and we can come with this show every Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. And today we're there for talk about starting a family and different way the way family can come about. Some people it's intentional, some people just happen by the way, and we have to live with these decisions and make You turn, or we can still inside. It's our choice. It's our choice. But as soon as I know, before we can start this conversation, I know I talk about the talk too much because the talk be so sweet that we will forget to forgo on a break. But we want to talk about as we can start always the verse of the day, and the verse of the day comes from Psalms 127, verse 3. We say, "Behold, children are heritage from the Lord, and the fruit of the womb is a reward." A reward for your hard work, a reward for so many prayers. Some people, it takes a lot of prayers for make they even get that reward today. So we'll move over to the quote for today.
Yeah.
And the quote for today comes from Michael J. Fox, where he say, "Family is not an important thing. It is everything."
Everything. Like our advert says.
Everything. A good advert.
Yeah.
It's everything.
Yeah.
And as we say before, sometimes there are things you go through. Nobody, friends will not be around, or they might not fully understand. But the blood and the bond of a family make them day for you, and feel empathy and did it in ways other people can't.
Yeah.
I remember where something happened with my sister, where we go to talk to Ramo. I know say when a man call her number on phone. You see them begin smile. It mood the change. And I say, wow.
You never smile like that for me.
No. So we don't talk about the origin of a family, the very ideal. So as we
God's
say,
design. I don't want to say ideal because some man go feel like it's far-fetched.
This that book,
like
that book.
I just talk with day, but it's God's design, and it does work.
Yes. Yeah. There are people who have functioned.
If you commit to what it says, it does work.
Yeah, it does. And we move to situationship. So it's like to know come inside because Nana buck off we don't experience, and some people lucky enough for move out of or even the situationship change to something committed at the end of the day, whilst others still inside and they look forward to the future. And we engagement question, not forget, we ask if the destiny of a child dependent solely on the mother. So when we call, we don't open the phone lines. You call 088-971-971 for give your contribution about the starting of a family situationship, or if na mama being then get the destiny of a child. So you can also comment under the Facebook page, Radio Fry. Just go there, you can see the live they're on right now, and just go on there and comment. And you can call WhatsApp call.
Call we.
Like you did overseas, the American is every day.
Yeah, because yesterday we got a caller from the US.
Call and give contribution. So one just read few of the comments them, and one comment from Joshua Johnson. He said, "Good morning, Radio Fry." And we get another from Mr. Ibrahim T. Koroma. And in back, Rob much by this topic here. It says, starting a family, a good topic again. Getting you loud and clear from the second capital city, Mr. Ibrahim T. Good morning. And Mr. Ibrahim
By the
T.
way, he's been there from the beginning when Fry started. He's one of our listeners and fans.
Yeah, he talk at me, say active.
Yeah, it's very active.
And we'll get one from Moses, JC say, nice one, Mr. Ibrahim. So Moses JC say they learn from Mr. Ibrahim under the comment section. So Mr. Ibrahim say, it's good to start a family at a younger or youthful age. Start a family with someone you think can feel your pain.
Yeah.
Can we go a bit... can feel your pain, and somebody that can understand you when you're sad, somebody that you can be joyful with. I've already started my family within the age of 28. I'm getting there soon with a committed partner, and handsome. I think he got a son. I love this topic. Don't wait until you are 40 before you start a family. It will be difficult to actually get to know the person or enjoy the you know it's not the enjoy right
Yeah.
now.
in your youthful age. So it's important. I like Ibrahim in comments the way he don't give because it already as well delay part of the things that we form the foundation of a family. And when I continue for sending on our messages there, we'll get some more, but we'll not have to read all now.
If you are read them,
yes,
you can go under the comments.
One for give space to callers on the radio that are listening or that are online. You can call us on 088-971-971 to be part of the conversation that we're having. The topic of conversation today is starting a family, but we're looking deep at relationship.
Yeah.
And before you start a family, it starts with two people. And those two people need to be committed. That's what a relationship really is. And so we don't define them in terms of like waiting God wants for we, and then waiting we can depend. And waiting we can depend they woke, but they refuse to go back to waiting God say. Yeah, because we continue the faith with the boss with it, till we reach the end of our life that you regret. So we talk about that one the way like all man around the world don't define them as situationship. And situationship now one of the most heart-wrenching relationships to be in when you don't know how the relationship get for go.
Yeah.
And like we say, you can get one person where very committed, and then you get another one where the both sway, so we go. Hello?
Yeah, good morning, Radio Friday.
Good morning. Your name and also the call we from, please?
This now known caller, just want to contribution towards the
Oh, okay.
Well, my own contribution at that. When I talk about situation, and you are right, because there are lots of situationship that this world, because not even the country.
Sure.
You meet a man go come and say, and I want you, want make we do so. See the relationship where he gets a main girlfriend. Then when you come in, I the one that will wait till you get for can be now. When you don't even get plan, and not even get plan for less sex girlfriend when get. Then you go the son at the relationship like yes, I waiting that you plan for me, so you just patient me, or patient me. Then you time the waste, and you think then into that relationship that the man gets no plan for you. So me, I beg me to say, brother, if you don't have plan for that sister, let me can go.
Sure.
And your sister, if you not say this man no get plan for you, not to long for that relationship today. Na situationship, not to relationship.
Sure.
Na for avoid. And there are another cases where man they oversee man they don't want the one just you go sit down there they come oversee some. You say I married you. You get in your family in the peaceful one. You can put you for there. Then you now you don't turn side chick. Why the man not even get planned for you back?
Sure.
When cannot more done with you, sometimes I want more 2 weeks to man they can be on day with you. I want and not even think of go with you self oversee what's in there.
Yeah.
Maybe even out of the family you don't even plan. Sometimes our friends them they go married you. You don't know.
Yeah.
So we need to very be careful and understand whosoever we go into a relationship with.
Yeah.
And there are cases also where some they left the main man, the case of the man bamboo. They said because this man has to in bamboo, I know one time, then go end up for this side to marry the man.
Yeah.
So all there instances there, so in a situationship, not a relationship. You get for plan yourself and know waiting you want in a life.
Sure.
I think that's me get for save almost.
All right. Thank you, unknown caller. Thank you so much for calling and being part of the show. Just like some of the things that we say sometimes, if you're not sure, like it better like be single.
Yeah.
Than you get yourself into a situationship, honestly. Because there's so many dynamics to think about and ways that it can affect you in the long run that some might not even consider, they just go no more.
Yeah.
And only for where they enter now, they realize, say, a bad decision they make. Yeah.
Hello,
good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, your name and also the call from, please.
Loretta from Donda State.
Okay.
I will need the advice for Mona. I get a relationship for the past 4 years. We get one small bubble with just 3 years.
Okay.
I don't deal with the man. You don't contact me now. You don't even 9 months. Then now you don't get in place. You don't move out. We dey go fine. Even though why I been get the belly, mama not be want me, but he try. He make peace between me and mama. He say understand my, to that kind of person. So he talk to mama. And mama go for like me. So now they take me picking. They to mama. They take care of farm and everything. They go smooth. But all of a sudden, no get arguments, no nothing. I don't know if now this man don't get place on you, so say why leave that kind of life or waiting, but I just confused. I was spending Christmas watching it with them, and all of a sudden we talk. Then it carry the word saying, for right now, it needs space. It needs time. It needs space. Like I not recall, I just want experience. I tell like for live by incest and all. So what I don't understand is that I need to move on because really I like this person and I'm not one for go and start another relationship because me and don't born. I so don't committed in that relationship. I so don't giving me time, me energy and everything. So like I'm not to that kind of person where they keep. Where I say one, I mean one. So I just confused right now. I know say it call where it feel for call, where it feel for come to me, it come now so no more right now. So I really need advice. I really know waiting for do. If that man, I don't know if he still want the relationship. I don't know if he confused or you not just know what he want. I'm not even waiting for think. I really confused. I just dey pray for God in direction. Hello, myself, help me.
All right, no problem. You say your name now, Loretta, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for calling and being on the show. Just continue for listening to the radio. We'll get for talk small about what you don't talk about. If you listen to Radio Fry on 97.1 FM right now, the show where you listen to now the brunch, the conversation now starts in a family, and we talk about relationships before you start a family because now one of the things that you need before you start a family. And we don't discuss, say, some man can they inside a situationship. And so we get a caller. Two callers. We get unknown caller. We explain something very similar. And then now we get a second caller. We're able to share a name when I Loretta. And Intel, it'll explain the situation. So if you don't listen, because you need advice. And one of the things that we always make clear on Radio Fry, we're not counselors. So we're not there for can you say, now so for do, now so for make. But what will they help you for do, now for reason with you? For let you think and you make the decision. Because if we tell you waiting for do, you go say, now that woman I radio for finance, tell me say I go do this. Look, I don't make it out. I don't pull me waiting. This will happen. So we not wonder one day. But they help you with things that we for consider, we for think about, and then you make the decision. Because like right now, you call we now one side with we're not the other side, so it will be very difficult for make a complete judgment. And so, like even if you go for counseling, then go always tell you say call the other person, because you need for know what's in the other person back, get for say about the situation. So if you listen, Loretta, I need advice. I want let we advise them. So if you get very good advice, we want for offer to Loretta. The phone line is them open on 088-971-971 for be part of the conversation. But Loretta already done talk about some of the things that we already don't say. Number one, sometimes it been there with you out of convenience when I'm in a situationship. Like everything is conveniently okay. You understand? We not get plaba. We they live amicably with each other. We they cohabit. They don't explain that side. If say for the last 4 years, they don't cohabit. And inside that cohabit situationship where they've been there inside, they don't bump picking. For 4 years, they don't dey inside the relationship, and out of the 4 years, the child is now 3 years old. And so basically, from the offset way, then get the relationship, he get belle, basically. And then he say the man in mama not been too lekam, but it don't grow for lekam. That's usually how family works. When you spend time with sets of people or somebody, you eventually grow for like them. Because now you start to learn about the person. So the mama don't learn about how caring you are, how loving you are. So that first image we been get of you for say, you want to put me boy picking, you don't go get belle, has been wiped off. And now you don't see the other side of you where it lack. So we understand that side in. Now the fact that when una get on a relationship, una all two not even make a label. Because now that we talk about from the beginning. Una not make a label for say like, what are we here for? Like this, what would they pan waiting? Are we in a committed relationship? Because if you don't spend 4 years, there's a level of commitment. Are we in a committed relationship working towards? But if you not ever get that conversation there, that's why like now you not even understand
what's happening.
What's happening. And like we say inside a situationship, there is always one it's person, never the two people that are committed and then nothing comes out. It's not possible. There's always one person that is 100% inside the relationship. The other one, like we say, in the scope. And unfortunately, on your own side, now you're not the one where they're inside the relationship 100%. Because you open up even you home for allow this person for can tap to you and deal with you because you like can so much and now it don't turn the papa for you picking and so you know one for let you just day no more on the streets for nothing. And so now like similar to what Mary be explained about a relationship where in say the woman don't make commitments and now the man don't reach a stage where it feel comfortable and established and now it feel like it don't need you again. So a sign where it don't show you say it don't need you again, it don't move. Because when it be need you and out of convenience, it can't tap to you. So the first question is why it can't tap to you? Now because he wants for be in a committed relationship, or now because he not get side for day. And sometimes in your circumstance, that because he not get side for day, not get choice. So it just can't tap to you. Now when you get choice, it don't make the choice not for day with you, unfortunately. It don't go find in your own place. Then when they use words then like I need space. That's the worst thing you can do.
Whatever they cohabit, it not be need space.
I don't know. That's the worst thing anyone can ever say to you. One of
I need space.
I need space. The relationship is finished. It's finished, though. It's finished.
One day on a frolic.
You pass one day on a frolic. You want jump. And if you then near them and you they see what they do, you not go gladly. Now make it they tell you say
go far first.
Yes. Or it already don't find the answer. When are the one way you want for day with? Yeah, don't bond with you. Then they not class into a relationship. So like someone who we can mistaken, it's out of the foolishness, out of love. Now so love they make you do. So and why they say foolish, and not because that they say you foolish. Now because like when you like the things you do for love.
We are open.
Yes.
You are busy.
The things we do for love. That's where you have been for the last 4 years, unfortunately. And so now sometimes it don't fend the one way you really want for day with. And if it ain't close to you, the other relationship not go work.
It might not work.
And then sometimes you not even tell the other person say
I get person.
I get picking or I don't born or I did with this other person for the last 4 years. In fact, I'm me in tap. Now me in being tap. Sorry. Excuse me, Creole. It not talk all that one day. So for let it make shumu, like everything perfect and
then
great. He's a brand new person that's inside this nice new relationship. I make it a make and so.
Ingo go na the woman us, but you know for
cap exactly. So now it makes sense. They use them phrases, then they talk to you, then kind way, then they and like you say, like between the two of you, now not get no issue because truly you're friends, you are. But the problem is when I don't inside situationship, we know like we said the relationship not defined, and you don't cohabit. Where all what I don't do now constitutes as a relationship and a marriage. So you don't do all what married people then they do, but without being married. And now we on Radio 5 Friday say, no, make that mistake of doing that to yourself, because like this caller we call, so she's going to be hurt. And it get for take you time
to heal.
To heal, to mourn the loss of this person where you so don't invest all your time, energy, effort, money, family, like call her all. This woman don't do all. For let it just let's go and not get for easy. And it's human nature. If the man have been do, if not the, if we take the same situation, we swap them around, and the man don't do the same exact thing, it's the same, because we're all humans. We all feel the same things and the same way. And so, now that the normal get for, so we don't get for advise you like specifically waiting for do, but we don't tell you things that way you need for consider. Like we say, the phone lines are open on 088-971-971 for let una self be part of the conversation. Listen, if we're not call, we're going to break because the topic is for all of us to be part of the conversation. Not so for let we just don't talk no more. We don't talk boku for like 1 hour. We don't set the conversation. So one let una self come into the conversation. We don't get 2 examples. The first example, the caller we call, it's how we say, so man, they're in a very committed dating relationship. Then sometimes you see an affection or a somebody who they're attracted to initially, and so like it went for sway, and so you go meet this other person and say, oh, I didn't in a relationship or what, that relationship do might get problem, this not a work out, don't worry, get for end, but I want you. Now that the first caller explain some pawi, and then they would you know full well
see other person in the picture,
say other person there in the picture, but you still continue. Because the man they give you, or the woman they give you, they give you they give you words them way they're sweetening you up. You say, okay, fine, well, when I for try end that relationship now, because you know say I mean
I for patient, picking there. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning. Your name and also the call you from, please.
This is Hindolo.
Okay, Mr.
The
Hindolo.
call from the state.
Okay, welcome back.
Thank you. Actually, be the follow up on this topic today. The one we will do with relationship, it's very good, and listen to the 2 callers them and waiting then get for say concerning this. So, just a brief 1 hour for talk about the fact of my own family before I cancel myself. I want to talk about a little bit about my own family.
Okay.
Me mother and my father.
Okay.
And with regards to the question when I ask, is the future of the child or the child solely dependent on the mother? I want to start from that last side.
Okay.
And first, to me, this is not my own opinion. This is my own words. But I believe say growing up, because I was raised by a single mother, and I cannot be ever in the picture as my father don't live overseas, currently they overseas since my birth, since I was born in 1994. That same year, 1994, me daddy traveled to go England. So he left me on Papa Belé at the age of 19 years.
Wow.
So because of that, the 2 families were always at loggerheads. Too many issues. Because of that, my mama not being there for further in education that particular time, but eventually it began for pick up and do a lot of things. But I believe say, so take for instance that scenario, and then if my mama for me decide otherwise, say, okay, your papa not in that picture, so myself to do anything you have to do because they and media distance relation gets a lot of disadvantage. It also gets some advantage, but a lot of disadvantage. So if me and my say, okay, you papa, if you say it's all about money, you send money, he send money for take care of you, send money for take care of you, send money for take care. But when it comes to raising the child, in the instances, then when it comes to raising the child, when it comes to taking care of the child, it will be things will say that money the way the man they send, it's not enough. It can be say you as the mama go for tripping, you get for do a lot of other things. So a lot of school bombs along the way.
Sure.
Like me, I don't see me that we like just 2 times. It came 2007, it came back 2008, now and then he gets his second child with his small sister come about. And then as a result of this, we get for married in 2007, we become the first one. Try. But my mama no able go there with her, my sister no able there with her. Even myself now we did the state, decide for come the state. That because you not do anything substantial for make sure say family come together. So my mama almost wait for like 24 years. Yes, he wait for 24 years before he decide, because she was like, Indolo, you're not big man now. I need your advice. Which I need for do concerning this concerning it. I said, I was blunt about it. I tell her the fact. I not gonna advise you for making a decision. This is your decision to make. You want for continue to life, or you still want for this one great man here? And she was like, okay, I will continue with my life because now I mean in being done CC. If you for be know you move on long since because a lot of people that talk around advise them and me not be one go into the two of them. I not be one choose sides and I never did. But this is my mother. I mean, if I for know anyone better, I mean, my mom would say I know better because I don't deal with all me years. There a lot of situations that come about where there was a time me that reached out to me for over 2 years. Call me, I know how they do, and I go through all of them till I use them. But me, mama make a decision. Say, now me and you the photo and grab. Now me and you the photo and grab. Before me sister come at the picture, so she was always there. It will get in flaws, but she was a woman. He decides that this he want for me. And me self decide say I had wanted to be molded like clay. Take clay, mold them, how you want for mold them. Now the mama now I go really happy. Now I go really decide say I will pay attention to me picking. It's very rare. Yes, it can be for both ways, but it's very rare for most of the time for picking be raised up only by the father. But we see them in so many instances where the mama they raise the picking up. The papa kill up all the mama say go able to take care of my picking. It don't mean for 9 months. But as the mother, you know what it means to carry that child for 9 months. You know what it means for breastfeed that picking. You know what it means for the Allah Panam because you are like come off to me. So my belief is yes, it is a determinant of the mother for that picking a future for my pai. And boy picking for a mama, like you say, will not a joke for a mama because the bond has been set from the start. It don't did it. So my mama decide for move on. He move on, say no, me I not wait for it, papa again. And I understand the fact See, as a child, I never stepped in. I don't ever choose sides. I don't ever say, no, 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 I'm not, no, no, no. I left her for go. I do I make you letting take responsibility for your own happiness or for whatever repercussions will come out in the end. So coming to relationship, for me right now, this is my belief. I believe in as much as we believe God for direct we to the right people or to the right person, to the right woman, make a take myself for instance. If we can go back to scripture, go back to Adam and Eve, now the Bible, where God make Adam, yeah, it's not good for a man to be alone, okay? And then Eve comes out the picture. So when there was the issue in the garden, who that Adam blamed? In the end, Adam blamed God. Where God asked him to that, he said, no, in that woman will give me nine don't cause this problem. So from that moment, God say, okay, me, I know the choose woman for both of you. Now in that find it wife, find it a good thing, and obtain favor from God.
I like that one.
So you see now how the table turn on God. You say, oh, okay. So now you the good friend woman, when you friend the woman, bring her to me, I will bless you. If anything will happen now, it's on you.
Yeah.
So God put himself halfway commodity. So I believe so. If you are a man, or let's say you are a man of God, or you get to elections, or you don't get you picky moments, say no, now this I want in a woman, now this I want in a woman. I can say to a very large extent that can take time and process because you know go just date. I know we just go around the dates, they do this. No. But when the person come, you go no say, oh, okay, make a give this a try based on the fact that is why dating is important. Just like how we see. But the context of dating, we don't get everything. Just some man as you don't see person that day or that weekly, bam, you don't draw a long line. I mean, you don't like the person, you don't sleep with her. Then waiting new you would expect. You not could expect anything new.
Exactly.
Because you don't do everything what you need for do with the person.
Inside 1 week.
Inside 1 week.
Exactly.
You don't go there like this. You don't go sleep with her. You don't go show to parents. So all man do, and then in the end when something happen, una blame una self or you blame the man. No. And men are the more risky in relationship most of the time. I don't say all of the time. Because man make elect to play around, make elect to do this. Man do experiments, test transmission, man do this, man do play. So in me own view, I believe relationship, yes, very rush into it. Like me as a man, I don't get two failed relationships. Because I don't know if that God will lead me. Because my prayer all of the time is God, if this person all right for me, whether a friend or whether a woman, show unto me. Or let something happen, we will just make me and the person part or we go in separate ways.
Yeah.
And then prayer and they're very easy for me. It's very easy for me God answer. Yeah, I mean something can just happen along the way. And then that person they keep on silent. I can just take and say, oh, this is the work of God. So in me own view, I don't get two failed relationships. And me now as the man, like now me can give me all, get committed because I have the fear of God in me. I get conscience. I don't want to do something to a woman, and then tomorrow it turn back at me picking, or it turn back at me from the family, and then I begin to say, oh, now because of what I don't do now the past, and it haunts me future. No. So I always get this conscience and the guilt for saying no, I not for hurt someone, or I not for do something which tomorrow it will turn back at me.
Yeah.
So only if we can get this concept of dating, date with somebody with that dating process. Dating is about getting to know someone.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it is synonymous to courtship. Getting to know someone, understand the person, get for know say this person. I mean, now that mistake they most of we can make. Even me, I made that mistake. I not really going to courtship or dating for a very long time. No. So that moment when I can get carried away, when I like una self too much, and then una decide otherwise. But dating forget discipline.
Yeah.
Now the discipline you will not get in dating, even if the next person go and kiss yourself or sleep with you. But if you get the discipline, now from that discipline style, the person will say, oh, okay, this person is serious about this. You now will get into your motive, you will see them as a bad thing.
Yeah, sure.
But the next person will serious about dating or courtship, it will see say, oh, okay, this person make a discipline myself.
Yeah.
Nothing I need for understand them, I need for know them. There are times when people that can even get bad behavior. It's like a setup for me to see the reaction of the next person. So like this number with Paul Rago just talk about is something we are going to say. Now you don't give it all. It's kind of synonymous to me or family.
Yeah.
You don't give you all. You don't allow the man for them to picking don't come inside. And now the man is and needs space. That's the red flag.
Yeah. Huge one.
It's a red flag. I'm not gonna say a 100% a red flag,
Yeah.
but it's a red flag. If the man don't begin say, I need space.
Yeah.
Why you need space? Which you want for do? We don't want let the woman know.
Exactly.
Or you don't want for the let the woman they call you, but now you all themselves for the call? No. Or so then kind of day you don't get a warning, say no gonna me you swing no call me. So all of these things, as a man, I believe, say, of course, you need for be set up before going into a relationship. You therefore take care of yourself first, like yourself first, before you think about liking the next person.
Yeah.
That one way when I talk for they at the same level, yes.
Yeah.
Again, if I can go to the Garden of Eden, God make Adam first. He get a responsibility, as in he get a work for do first. He say name the animal there. He get a work before he get a woman.
Yeah.
Because you know say when the woman go come, he have to take care of he go able to do a lot of things when the woman not go suffer tomorrow.
Yeah.
So in this instance, I would say, as a man, I believe say now you they cause the situation to happen. So if situationship come out in the end, now you cause it. Because if you don't say, if you really serious, I mean, God say yes, divorce, no fine.
Yeah.
But separation is in the Bible. It talks about separation. Separate yourself from that person the first for your own peace of mind. So me go say that situation ship they come about as a result of your negligence, not foresee the red flags earlier.
Yeah.
Sometimes you be see them, but you be neglect.
Yeah.
You say, no, this man will change. I go change him. He will change him if the person willing for change. There's no way you go change him. Yes, there's no way you go change him.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know in 2 key relationships, and I learn a lot. I said I don't make a third mistake.
Exactly.
No. Once beaten, twice shy. I will not do it. So yes, people that if you say singleness is a crime or is a curse. No. If you see about you single life, so at that moment they use them for do something substantial or
Exactly.
use them for get closer to God, understand say you get for you make your decisions right. So situationship they come about as a result of negligence of the next
Red
day.
flag, yeah.
I like that one.
You don't see all the red flag. You don't see say that man the bamboo
Yeah.
or that woman the bamboo. I go
change.
change them. Now so I go change it. No. You don't see say any tone I go out, black commodity.
Yeah.
Or you know we introduce you to party there. It's a red flag. You don't see me, you as the woman, you now you go to spend money no more. Or you as the man, now you go to spend money, now you go to do the help, now you go to do all this, like you know more.
Yeah.
You get exhausted.
Sure.
When you get exhausted, you say, I know how to be out, say as we move along. No, it starts from there. That's where it starts. So I get a lot for say, but I go I will give chance to people level call. But this is my take. As the man I believe the mother, the woman, let us say even if married not commodity. But if that woman herself decides that not take care of the people, that's the end of it.
Yeah.
Because it hardly, I not say it's not possible, it's possible.
Yeah.
But it's very difficult, it's rare, more so in the society where we live. Now, for a man single-handedly take care of pikin.
It's true.
But woman dey do am. Mama dey do am.
Yeah.
He hardly, it's like a needle being stashed in the ocean. He hardly
In
foresee
the ocean.
woman. Yeah. And then person go say go find that needle inside ocean. It's very difficult. But he hardly, even if woman decides to do it, he acts when you see woman born pikin. He not take care of them. He will do whatsoever it takes.
Yeah.
Because he not going to think of the short term at that particular moment, but he will think of the future of this
future.
Pikin. If I decide say ma left this pikin, how in future go be? How in destiny? If you know mama will get heart, you get conscience, you don't carry that pikin like you belle for 9 months. You know wetin, you don't go through that pain. If you get the fear of God in you, trust me, you go decide for taking care of that pikin.
Yeah.
You that even if you go see me make a starve, I know what I'm talking because I see my mama go through that. Maybe now that means I'm still fragile, and it's okay to be fragile. It's okay for me, an emotional person.
It is. Yeah.
Because I understand what it feels.
Yeah.
I know what my mama go through.
Yep.
She don't normally wait for man for over 24 years before he decides to no. Someone is out there who really like me. Make I give this person a try. And this person now come into a life. He exposed them to business. He opened restaurants for him. He opened tailoring shop for him. He exposed them to so many things. He don't build up in your life now.
Yeah, that's great.
That kind of case that they tell us, you see, if me for be tell you say, I know my papa, not cheat on him, not do this, not do this.
Yeah.
How you for be they like today?
Exactly.
So I tell her say, make your choice. It's all about choice. Everything where we do in our life centered around choice.
Exactly.
Not only God in the Bible, as we say, He give you a good choice. He said, death and life, a day before you. He said, but me, they tell you, say, choose life.
Yeah.
So God they tell you, say, choose life. But Motaman, life and death, they say they are the power of the tongue. Now you tongue, now you tell you, say, do this, not do this. Choice. So, situationship is a result of choice.
Yeah, it is.
It's a result of choice. Now you don't decide for you okay for beat yourself. Not for the next man they beat you. Now you dey slap yourself and punish yourself. So thank you so much, ladies. Thank you for this. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for joining the show. If you're just joining us, this is the brunch here on Radio Fry Fry, and today's topic of discussion, we're talking about starting a family. But we looked at not just like the lecturing way of how to start a family. We started first with the two people coming together and having a committed relationship, and we've been talking about situationship because that's what happens now. I mean, a lot of people are in situationship. And I love that all the callers, they've all tied to each other. And I love this last caller because he has been able to show the second caller, Loretta, what could happen if she just continues to invest her time, where he's explaining that his own mother was in a similar situation and she spent over 24 years waiting for the guy and nothing changed because he had already made up his mind. And his mother reached a point where she now asked her son, like, what do you think I should do? And he was in a similar boat to us to say, well, I can't tell you what to do, but maybe here are some few things to consider. And she considered those things, and then now her whole life has completely changed because now she met somebody who loves her for who she is has invested time into her, has made her grow. And that's exactly what you need in a relationship. And some of us are searching for love in the wrong places. And that's how we end up in situationships. So if you're searching for love in the wrong place, then you get to put up with what he's saying, neglecting the red flags, because all you want is just somebody to love you, to hug you, to kiss you, to care about you, to come home to you. That's what you're looking for, because maybe it has been missing your whole life. A lot of people listening would say that they didn't grow up with a father. And that's such a big thing. And that conversation will definitely come up sometime down the line when we deal with manhood. And these are like things that happen within families that creates dysfunctional families where you have an absent father, a neglectful father, or somebody who just literally runs away from their responsibility. But we did have an engagement question that asks, is the destiny of a child in the hands of the mother? Is it solely dependent on the mother? And just like our last caller said, you see, when it comes to mothers, it's a natural instinct. Where, like, I'm a mother, it's natural that you don't want this child that you have brought into the world to fail by any means. And the moment the child fails, you do feel like, is there something more I could have done? Could I have done something differently? Because you feel like this new person that was created is the one that's going to live out all the things you never had the opportunity to, and you want the best for that child. There's that aspect. And Mr. Hindolo, pointed out on how relationships and family setups are currently, which the responsibility for even the family's destiny is placed solely, not that it is. It's placed solely on the woman to ensure, like, she's to ensure that the home runs smoothly, and they always go back to if it's the Bible, because we're Christians, and you always revert back to say, well, God made Eve as a helper, and what does a helper do? There's some other conversations where we will look at that more to understand what a helper is. But I believe that in any relationship, it's a partnership. There are things that I can do that might be in my nature, that makes it a little bit more easier. That I can do. And then there are things that you can do as a man that is a lot easier and is supporting our relationship. Does not mean that when circumstances come up, you cannot switch roles. And that's where responsibility, taking ownership of the other person and the relationship or the family you're building comes in. So if I don't see say my wife don't take care of the pikin all day, honestly,
don't
tire. And myself then I host rather than I
watch game.
Yeah. Mary say watch game. Rather than pretend like you don't understand what's going on in the circumstance, a loving and safe environment relationship would look at that and say, hey, well, okay, I don't say myself tired, but I just cushion them, name back, feel the person like him.
Yeah.
So you self go say, oh, if instead of you change and color change, or you want make food for, okay, let me wash the bottle.
Yeah.
So like now a partnership, you're doing things hand in hand. It's still not like, let me take ownership of the whole thing. You don't need to do that if you don't feel comfortable with that, because some people don't feel comfortable with that. So if you don't feel comfortable with that, that's cool. But there are parts you can play. There's a role you can play. So like if they make food, you wash the bottle, you put her, you wait for her, you do, the woman do what they do. Or if not for keeping company self.
Yeah.
Or say, hey boy, I see you tired today, or you tell her joke,
you don't
make
do
it
well,
laugh.
you don't
you're not
try.
able, you're not sabi caught, you're not able. It's fine, but keep the person in company. These are the things we're talking about in a family, in a relationship. And so that question of, is the future destiny of the child solely dependent on the child? If you live in that kind of cordial partnership where you can fill in the gap, the answer would be no. And so don't feel bad when somebody says that it should not be only the mother. It's just that the circumstances they're working in nowadays, they dictate now for say, yes, the destiny of the child is solely dependent on the mother, because now so we don't set her now. Like we say, some woman can get belly, they're safe not ready. Like honestly and truthfully. Some woman then like that, you see that natural instinct, it ain't kicking. It ain't kicking at all. Even when the picking born is still not kicking.
Yeah.
Because mentally not ready. And there's some people that it's fight or flight. So like when they're pushed in the deep end, they fight it through. And so like it happens anyway. But if they had a choice, they probably would not have done it that way. But not take that circumstance and now make it a social norm. You know, for make it a social norm. Now that we talk about, and things need to change. And we need to reconsider where we place values. But again, we'll continue with the conversation on Radio Fi-Fi. We don't come to the end of the program, and we're so grateful to the callers that were called in and willing for open up and to be vulnerable, because this kind of conversation, it requires an aspect of you for let you be vulnerable, for open up. I mean, anytime where you want for call, you don't even need for say your name, honestly. You can just be an anonymous caller, but your story, what you share or your experience can really be helpful to somebody. Just like we callers that we're calling today. In particular, Mr. Hindolo, we call. It's taking time for narrate and also share your own thoughts on these things. The second caller, in call for just let we know the situation, because he really lost.
Yeah.
You're not too sure waiting for do. And where if that caller they listen to somebody like Mr. Hindolo, then you don't get small idea on what to do next. And then we first caller in just give examples of situations them where can come up,
because some man inside not even know say that situationship inside. Yeah.
Exactly. So in give example for show you say if you don't inside this, now this they mean.
Yeah.
So we love the examples that came in, and we encourage now every day for the call in. No matter the subject area, you don't need for land book. Like with conversation, you don't get nothing for do book. And life lessons them. You get everything for do with decisions them, like what's in the last call I say, what would they make, and how we can readjust we mind for strategize better, and make better decisions. So one for read some of the comments them just before we end the show, and that will be the end for today in your own episode, chapter 7 of the book Order, right? So we get a comment from Mr. Ibrahim T. Koroma. He says, in a family, who should be more patient? The husband or the wife? Listen, that's a whole nother. We'll save that one for you. In February, we'll answer that one for you. And then it says, then stop saying that until you are rich, as in you have money, before you start a family. Do you know when you're going to be rich? We don't know. Some of us have not arrived. Are you sure you're going to be rich? Listen, this guy got some questions. I'm telling you. And he said, is it a promise that you're going to be rich? I'm getting up for you inside the show. Because we place our value so much on money. Yeah. That's basically what he's trying to say. So focus on other things. He's saying just be focused, hardworking, financially disciplined. It not say stable, it said discipline and be responsible. Trust me, you can start a family. I think that's the best summary you have given with regards to starting a family. Say, I'm young, but trust I'm enjoying my family. And he says, he continues to, he said a lot. You should have called us in. He said, family/couple without a child for over 7 years of marriage can be safe or peaceful. I mean, that's a whole nother subject area. Again, we'll save that one for maybe in February. We'll discuss that one. It said, do you know young ladies love that word married? But at the end, they get tired after, excuse me, what? He said, listen, this is why you need to go on Facebook. He said, after the first slap, why are you slapping someone's child? I'm the police. I'll come for you in your house. He said, after the first slap, we don't encourage violence at all. He said, marriage is sweet when you meet the right person. If you meet the right partner, you will think you are the best. Mr. Ibrahim he said, but if you meet the wrong person, it's like COVID-19. Every day new case. Highest my case. Oh, Mr. Koroma, he said if you meet the wrong person, it's like COVID-19. So if you're feeling like you're in COVID-19 every day, Mr. Koroma is telling you you're in the wrong relationship. Hey, Mr. Koroma, you're the best contributor ever on Radio Fry Fry. And Mr. Eli says, good morning, Radio Fry Fry. You guys are a million. As for me, true love ends in the 80s. Oh, okay. And in our... when I get punchlines, they won't give it to there. And he says, in our generation, 90% are looking for providers. Both sides. It's true. And the problem is most people don't want to start from scratch. True. Yeah, that's a whole nother subject area. We have Team Krelent. I guess it's a group. And he says, blessed morning, my wonderful people. Beautiful topic. The level of situationship is really high these days. I think we should stop the system of tap to me. Cohabiting. And James continues to Elijah. Eli. Yeah. So relationship nowadays needs God's intervention because there is nothing like conscience or sympathy for each other. Some people naturally are helpless and heartless in a relationship. True. Mr. James says, good morning, Radio Fry Fry. Great discussion. Some people are afraid to be alone and take responsibility. So they involve in situationships. True. Very true. So those are all our comments for today. We've had me too, I'm in tears. We've had a wonderful time. And you guys, this conversation ended with a bang. And the bang is Mr. Ibrahim. I'm telling you. He gave us some great comments. So continue to listen to Radio Fry Fry on 97.1 FM. Get for day. So back tomorrow with another topic on the brunch. Stay tuned. Stay blessed. Stay blessed.